You are now listening to Limited Trust, a Devastator podcast. Let's get into it.
Episode 18, Limited Trust, a Devastator podcast. Okay, so this week we are in the basement, the new fucking Devastator headquarters, so you could probably hear the furnace bumping because it's 20 degrees outside, or people running around upstairs, or even fucking TV in there through the ceiling. Well, I guess this is the ceiling, through the floor. But we are now in a somewhat dedicated space, and I got this $13 Walmart chair that I'm sitting in, but it's gonna have to work till I figure out how we're gonna actually do this. So it's been a busy week, to say the least. I don't really know what I was gonna talk about this week. I've been thinking about things, and I know last week we had Paulie on, and that was a fucking trip. Oh man, and you know what's fucked up is, if you guys knew him even just 3 years ago, so much has changed, and it's just amazing and sad and overwhelming how much people can change, you know, out of their own control. And it's taking some getting used to, and I really don't know. I can't say for certain that things will ever go back to like when we were kids, but I'm hoping that every day things get better. And I do gotta say that his fucking crazy stories, I laugh about him because he has a funny way of saying things, but they're fucking frightening to me, man. And especially being somebody who, like, that's not him, you know, that's not who he is or who he was, or so it's hearing all this stuff is like super foreign to me, and it makes me nervous and makes me wonder about what the fuck we're actually gonna do. And I'm working on trying to get him out of where he's staying at, but I just don't have the space right now, and I'm trying to fucking figure it out. And as I'm sitting down here, like, my plan was, I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna set up in the basement, and you know, it's better than nothing. But as I'm sitting down here right now, it's fucking cold, man. It's fucking cold down here, and I just don't know if I could just say, all right, man, well, you know, this is like your room, because I don't want to just say like, oh, you know, here's the couch in the living room, which I understand, but I kind of wanted to give him like his own fucking space, and I just don't know what to do. Oh, I don't know what to do. We'll figure it out. We used to do a lot of funny shit together, though. He was actually, when I went on my drug dealing run, he was like, he ended up being like my guy. He would be, I guess you would say, he was the plug these days. But I think I meant more to him as the customer than he did to me as the connection, because when we fucking, my partner and I, well, all right, fuck it. If I'm just going to tell the story, we'll just tell the fucking story. So I was working at this factory, right? And it was, I mentioned it before, it was like a small city in the end, but when I first started working there, it was like 40 people that worked there. It was very small. It was like a small town, very, like 10 of the people out of the 40 had been there almost 20 years at that point. And they wanted to start a second shift, so they brought on, you know, new hires. And I went to school with a kid whose mother worked there. Oh, look, there goes the furnace off. Bear with me. As they say, bear with me on customer service lines. So I ended up filling out an application, and like I went to go do this. The fuck's that shit called? The interview, and it was like an open interview, so there was fucking 25 people in it, and I was the only one, man. I had the button up with the tie on and shit and the khaki pants, and everyone else is just wearing regular shit. I felt fucked up. And actually all those people ended up being cool because I worked there for almost 10 years. And but shortly after I started working there, I mean, I'm on probation, and once I got off probation, I met a friend of mine who ended up being a really, really good friend of mine. And I actually lived with my mom and my dad for a while. And because he got fucked up in the game too. But I don't know what it was, because I got off probation and I started smoking weed again. And I was like heavy, and I was getting tired of like looking for herb all the time. And he didn't even smoke at all. Like I never seen him smoke at all. He was like, "Don't you know people from the city?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course I know people from the city." He's like, "All these fucking people, every day I'm watching them on lunch. They go to this dude over there across the parking lot. They go to this other guy who works in this factory adjoining ours, or they go and talk to this dude over on this street." He's like, "If we just were selling in here," he's like, we could blow this shit up." And I was like, "You're not wrong, because I am one of those people looking for a fucking half ounce on fucking lunch, going to this guy or whatever, because I don't really know anyone from this town still." So I said, "Fuck it, let's do it. Let's go for it." Sorry, I'm gonna fuck with the levels a little bit. So I said, "All right, let's run it." And so I went to I shouldn't say who it is because he's still fucking moving. I'm not gonna say who it is, but I went to this guy, and he was talking mad shit. He was like, he's an older dude. He's like, I'm about to be back in business, just so you know." His door got kicked in. They did the fucking SWAT team raid and shit. But he's going back in business. And I said, "All right, man." He's like, "I get you a half pound for 600. Da 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 da." And I said, 600, huh? He's like, "Yep." And I don't think he thought I was serious. And so we just so happened to be there hanging out the one day, and his guy came. We were fucking ready. This guy came, dropped off a whole one, and I was like, "Yo, let's go with that fucking half one." And I think he was like, "Fuck." I don't think he wanted to sell it for 600, but he kind of had to. I mean, he didn't have to, but he would have looked like a bitch for sure. So he sells me the half pound for 600. We didn't know what the fuck we were doing. Like, I sold Nick bags and a couple fucking dime bags, a couple dime packs, fucking, took 30 off of fucking 100. Shit like that when I was young. But I never had like half pound at this point. I was like, "Oh shit, boy, half pound." So we bagged up a bunch of quarters, and the fucking hood me was like, "Yo, we should bag up some dime bags too." And he's like, "Yeah, all right, we'll bag up some dime bags too." So we fucking went to work the next day, and at this point the factory wasn't 40 people anymore. It was probably 400 or 500. And dude, when we put the fucking word out, because I was like popular there because of making music, and I had like this crazy album release party, and the whole fucking place was there. The shit was bumping. So I knew all these people. I was a little social butterfly, and as soon as we put the flag up, man, it was exactly what he said and exactly what I agreed with. Like, yeah, this shit will get bumping. And it fucking got bumping. And we were back a day later. I brought it back the next day we fucking sold out of the half pound. I needed to re-up. Now all these people would think we're in. So we ended up being in. And I went back to him. I'm like, "Yo, let me get another one." And he was like, "Yeah, I don't know if I can do that. Da 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 da." So he ends up putting me on with this other dude. This dude was fucking bugged out, man. He's fucking dead now. But I remember one time he was always mad, like fucking super paranoid, right? Like more paranoid than normal. So we jump in the car and he's like, all right, I don't got it with me. I'm like, all right. He's like, you got to take me over there. So I'm fucking, all right, I'll take you over there. So I take him over to the spot off of Monroe Ave. It's like around the corner from where I was. And where I was meeting my other guy who couldn't do it. And he said, hold on to this. And he puts a bag of crack in my hand. And he's like, I'll be right back. And then he bounces. And I'm thinking, why the fuck did he just give me this bag of crack? I'm like looking at it and shit. I'm like, damn, man, he definitely just gave me a bag of crack. So I'm sitting there waiting. I think it was 1,600, 1,500. I think it was 1,500 I gave him. I don't even remember. Yeah, I think it was 15 or 16. And so I'm sitting there. I'm like, why the fuck did this guy give me this bag of crack? So he comes back, gives me the bag, like a Wegmans bag or plastic bag. I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, let me get that back. I gave him the bag of crack back. We go drive around the block, and he goes, wait, pull over. And I'm like, all right, pulled over. He starts looking all around. He's like, yo, give me that bag of crack back. And I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. He's like, no, really. And I was like, I just gave it back to you. He goes, no, you didn't. And he starts like opens the door and shit and starts pulling all the shit out of the car. All the fucking, I had like garbage and cans and shit on the floor. He's like throwing them all out of the car. Where is it? Where's that fucking bag? I said, I do. I handed it to you. And he like sits in the car and he like balls up his fist. And he's like, man, I'm telling you. I said, look, dude, fucking, I don't got your fucking bag of crack. I gave it back to you. Just keep looking. So he continues to look. And lo and fucking behold, my man is wearing 2 jackets. And it's in the fucking inner jacket pocket. Course. Yeah, it was me. That's what it was. I took your fucking bag of crack. So anyway, I don't even know how I got to that point. Oh, so this dude, he ended up being a guy for a little while, right? And then it was always like weird. He was always weird, having me meet him in these weird fucking places and shit. And the first time I bought that half pound, through our whole real mean run, I never bought another half pound again. And so I'm coming back. Now I'm driving an hour each way with these pounds. And I'll come back and fucking, I think it started out what we were doing like a pound every 3 to 4 days. And we get 60. Hey, psst, no, that's the main water line for the whole house, cat. You can't be climbing on that. That will be a big issue. What's up, Pito? Hey, Pito. Hi. Anyway, sorry, the cat is down here. The cat came with us. Yeah. My cat now, motherfucker. Anyway, where the fuck was I? 1,600 fucking centimeter pounds. Oh, we're going every 3-4 days. It's every week it's fucking growing and growing. So he introduces me to this other guy, this white dude. And when he can't get me, the white dude gets me, right? So I'm like, all right, whatever. So after a few times, now we're doing probably one every 2 days. And it was 64 quarters a pound. And fucking, we weren't selling halves, we weren't selling quarter pounds. Like, it was on some real hustling fucking quarters shit. Which, if anyone's ever fucking dealt drugs, like, yeah, it's easy to sell 4 quarter pounds, whatever. It's easy to sell a pound, whatever. Though, to get out there and sell fucking 64 quarters, that's a lot of fucking around. But we were doing it. And, so it got to the point where it was every other day, I think. And I was seeing the white dude more and more. And one day we were there, and he was like, yo, I just want to let you know. The other guy says next time you come through, he's about to rob you. He's going to stick you up. And I'm like, fuck. And this dude's got a reputation for shit like that. And I got a reputation for not fucking around when it comes to shit like that. So I'm thinking about this. I'm like, how is this going to go? Like, if that's true, someone's going to get hurt. Both of us are going to get hurt. Someone's going to get fucking maimed. Anyway, someone's going to get fucking hurt. So we, but then I think about it, right? And the dude was a fucking paranoid weirdo, but I never really got the feeling like he was going to fucking jack me or anything like that. I never got that feeling from him. Did weird shit, and I think he gave me the bag of crack because he was like thinking I was like on a sting or something like that, and maybe if fucking something happened, I would have this bag of crack and he's only got the weed or whatever the fuck. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking in his rabid ass mind. But anyway, so he told me that, but then years later, I think he just wanted to take me from him because I was fucking coming every day at that point or every other day. And that would actually make more business sense. But it worked. He got me. So I started going with him. And after a few months of seeing this dude every day, it got to the point where he would just come right to the house, and I lived an hour away. If I couldn't make the ride or I had something to do, he would make the ride, fucking, all that kind of shit. We were really in there, and got to the point where I was looking at the shake one day, and I was smelling it, and I was like, something's not right about this shake. So we went to fucking Tops, and I was walking in the spice aisle, and I'm looking at all the spices, and I fucking got to Italian seasoning, and I'm like, this is what the fucking shake looks like. And I fucking pull it out, I smell it. So this dude, I can't prove it because I never seen it happen. And I don't know whoever he got it from. Maybe they did it. I don't know. But he was getting it from this Jamaican dude who wasn't fucking around. I don't think he was fucking swapping grams for fucking Italian seasoning. But you never know. So I was like, I gotta stop fucking with this dude. He wouldn't ever break me off any deals. It was $1,600 all the time. And then should I say this? Well, he fucked up. Well, he sold me something, right, at one point that I just couldn't say no to. And then after he sold me this, the way we dealt with each other kind of changed because I think he thought that he could get fucking, like, I remember one time when he came to my house, I had the chopper on my drawing desk, right? I had the fucking AK there, and he walked in, and I seen him looking at it from the corner of his eye, and he was like, got the AK. And I was like, yo, pick it up. And he did the whole thing where he put his hands in his shirt and fucking picked it up and shit. And I was like, don't fucking worry about that. Just pick it up. I was like, it's illegal. I mean, it's not legal, but it's legal. Like, it's not a fucking unregistered pistol. And if he were to have sold me an unregistered pistol, I was thinking that he might, or stolen gun, that he was thinking that I might fucking blam him at any point and he wouldn't see it coming. But not saying that that's what happened, but that could have been what happened. But anyway, I think he started to think like I was a fucking wild card, but I'm not really. I just thought I was fucking Tony Montana, because now we're probably a year into just fucking selling hundreds of quarters a week. And then at that point in the whole fucking operation, we ended up, we did get a dude who would buy a quarter pound here and there. And we did get a guy who fucking was selling dime bags off of ounces and shit. But 90% of the business was still all fucking quarter ounces, man. It was quarters. And you can fit a pound a quarter. You know those fucking, water jugs they used to drink in soccer, fucking football practice, where you twist the spout on the top and they come in like crazy blue and green and red, and you screw off the whole top. You could fit a pound of quarters in snack bags in that, just in case you were wondering. And it doesn't smell. Anyway, so I don't know how the fuck it happened. Me and this dude, damn, what the fuck are y'all doing up there? You knock dust and shit down. The fuck? I don't know how it happened, but Paulie fucking is like, yo. We used to make fun of Belly. We didn't make fun of it. We quoted it like fucking crazy, because him and I used to watch it like fucking on repeat all day for like an entire fucking year. One of the years that he lived with me. You think I give a fuck about a motherfucking red light? I can't even say the whole thing, because now you'll get in trouble for saying certain things, like, and not even like what you think it is, what DMX would be saying, but like another thing that he was. Anyway, so Paulie's like, yo, he came quoting Belly. He's like, he's slanging real good out there. I bought the fucking Challenger. I'm all fucking, my whole body is fucking tattooed all up, all fresh. I got fucking AKs, SKs, fucking, I got all kinds of fucking dumb. It was like fucking Movado watches, fucking any dumbass stereotypical fucking cracker drug dealer bullshit that you could do. That was me. That's what I was doing, and it looked like it, but it also looked like rich kid shit, and I was a poor kid. So that's why I think I never got hassled or ever yoked up, because I think it just looked like this little fucking rich cracker. I didn't look like fucking, drug dealer kid. But anyway, so he's like, Paulie's like, yo, I heard you slang real good, and he's like, I think I'm about to get in. My guy, he said he got you for 13.5. I said, oh, is that a fact? So I started going through Paulie for 13.5, man, and we made a lot of fucking money together at 13.5. So then I was just seeing him, and then now this was a couple of years. He's doing good. I'm doing good. I started getting fucking paranoid and shit. I think that's when the drugs were messing with my brain, the marijuana and shit. Now we're selling pills. We're selling fucking, it was ridiculous. We had these 200 milligram morphines. This shit was fucking ridiculous. And like, what were they, 8 milligram, 12 milligram Dilaudid? Fuck. Oh, we were doing, I don't even know what the fuck we were doing. We were just going hard in the fucking paint. And so Paulie was like, I don't know what the fuck happened with him. I think he was going to Florida or something for some shit. And then he goes, yo, my guy is this guy that we both have known for fucking. I go, dude, it was him? He's like, yeah. I can't meet you. You're gonna have to go meet him. And then again, I started meeting him. He's like, I went to go meet this other guy. It was like old times and shit. Like, yo, what up? And he's like, yo, it's 12. And I was like, 12. I go, this motherfucker over here is making fucking 150 on me. I've known him fucking my whole life. He's gonna make that 150, but I know he's gotta make his shit. But so then, and he knew then. I think he knew. And I actually bought off the other dude's brother one time, and I was talking to his brother, and he said he was like, I told him he could give it to you for 1,000. But he don't want to do it, and I kept telling him, you're gonna lose him if you don't give him to him. And I was happy as fuck for 12, man. I was like, boy, though. And but what happened was my whole life was like fucking spiraling out of control, and that's when I I started back, and I can't say I started back because I never quit the first time with pills, but I was all fucked up, and the antidepressants and everything started fucking me up. And I was working a full-time job. I just had my first kid, and I was always on the phone going to fucking meet somebody, or going to re-up, or going to fucking this, or going to that, or da-da-da-da-da, meet this guy, meet that guy. All I did was just drive. I didn't, no one ever came to my house, like customer-wise. So I was always out. I put 360,000 miles on a brand new Challenger in the first, I don't know. Well, the 360 was about 9 years into owning it, but I did 200,000 in like 2 years. Just driving around, fucking re-up and doing this dumb shit. And now this is kind of where it got fucked up. Is I was just like tired of doing it, but my partner, he was still going hard. And so what I started doing was I would buy a half pound. Got to the point where I was like done. I was fucking done doing this shit. And I was about to quit smoking, and I just smoked for free for however many years, and I was like, I'm done with this shit. My brain is fucking fried. I'm all fucked up. So I just started buying a half pound. I would bag it up for him. Gave it to my partner. And I'd say, all right, man, hit me when you're ready, and then I'll go get another one. But he didn't know. He thought I was buying a full one and hustling my side. So when he came with his re-up, and he would try to give me pocket, we used to call it pocket money, like my cut. He'd try to give me the pocket. I was like, nah, I'm good. I made it off of mine. So what I guess essentially I was doing was just middlemaning his shit, and fucking I would bring him a half pound and give it to him, and he would give me the re-up his half for the whole, which wasn't real at that point. And I remember he called me up one day, and I had to pretend like I was shocked, but I really wasn't. I was like relieved, actually. He goes, yeah, I got fucking bad news, man. My crazy bitch, she's fucking, I let her borrow the money. And I said, uh-huh. And he said, and she said she was going to pay me back, and I ain't heard from her in a week. Da-da-da-da-da. It's fucking gone. It's gone. I can't. And I said, and that's it. It's over. And he said, yeah. And I said, yeah, it's over. And he's like, you all right with that? And I was like, fucking dude, I ain't been selling in the last 6 months. Yeah, I'm all right with that. But Paulie was my fucking, known him since 5th grade. And I guess I got off on the drug dealing tangent. But don't sell drugs, kids. Even just a little weed. And what's fucked up about that is what I learned when I was the fucking man. I remember my floor supervisor. He was like the top guy in this company as far as the regular people go. He was as high as you could get before you got into the suits. And he told me, because he was a customer as well, he said, we were talking at a company, at a meeting, some kind of meeting. He said, and Peter from the HR department, you came up in some way, because I was good at my job. I was fucking selling drugs and using the place as my personal fucking crack house, basically. But I came up in a conversation about my job and fucking engineering and shit, and working with this engineering team. And the guy from fucking HR goes, Kyle? Oh, he's a drug dealer. Right in front of the whole fucking place. And I was like, oh shit. Damn, thanks, dog. But it was so my point of that was, so I had all these fucking people. I had people paying off the drug test place to get people to work there and shit, and not even paying them. I would pay the guy in an ounce, and his old lady was the one who did the urine screens at the fucking place around the corner where they went, and everybody that I fucking sent there passed. And like, it was all different levels of fucked up. And all these people, yo, oh man, I got you. Oh, you're my fucking dude. Oh, I love you. Da, da, da. Let me get that front. Excuse me. Let me get that front. Da, da, da. You know, all these people at this album party and shit. But they were friends. They were good to me at that time because of the music. But I had all these new friends when I was a drug dealer. And as soon as I stopped and people were calling and I was done. Like, I'll still run into someone however many years later, 10, 15, 12 years later, and they'll be like, you still moving? You got any of that? No, man. The last time I told you back in fucking 2012 or whatever I was done to fuck. As soon as I was done, man, the phone stopped ringing. I had all those friends. They were fucking gone. I remember they were about to shut my electricity off at one point when I stopped working there, and I was some rough shit was going on. And I remember calling one of those people, and I was like, yo, all I need is $98. Like, I get paid in 2 days from my new job. I'll fucking pay you back $98 to keep my fucking bill on, or to keep my lights on. And this motherfucker said, I can't even do it. I can't even do it. And I understand that it's no one's responsibility to fucking to save anybody else. But it is fucked up when I was fronting you fucking ounces here and there, fucking 5-6 quarters here and there for a week, and that was okay. That was alright. But then when I fucking need you, I'm gonna pay you back in 2 days like I'm some kind of scumbag. I ain't fucking never been a scumbag. I'll fucking pay you back. No, of course not. No, shit's fucked up. I can't even do it. And then in the end, it was all for nothing. We had fun. We had a good run. And Paulie fucking he quit selling too. He had a pretty good operation, but I'm glad that he's back. But these are things I think about when I think about him. It was fun. Man, I was so fucking paranoid near the end. I would like change my route. I would drive the Parkway all the way up and then drive 104 all the way back, and then switch it. And I had a button-up shirt, and I used to buy fake glasses, like eyeglasses. I'd go into fucking America's Best and tell them, pick out frames and say I need these with a zero prescription, just because I liked how they looked. But I would wear my button-up shirt with a tie with the glasses on, and when I'm driving and shit. But also when I was at the peak of my debauchery, I was like pricing out how to get the fucking Challenger fucking driver's door bulletproofed and shit. And I was like, oh, I'm about to do this for sure. How fucking ill would that be? I think it was like 5,000 or 6,000. But then they told me you can't roll the window down. And how the fuck I'm supposed to smoke a Black and Mild without rolling the window down and like chilling and being a fucking show off and bump some fucking DMX like it was 1999? Well, I can't, so and then like anyone was shooting at me anyway. It wasn't no one fucking with me. I remember I picked up Erica one time when her and I first met, and I had fucking beef with her husband, obviously for obvious reasons, and he was saying all this wild shit. And I remember I had the fucking SK in the passenger seat, like not in the seat, but like, you know, pushed down, like where you would put like rested in the seat in the crack where you lose all your shit. And I knew she was fucking down when she got in. She looked, there's the SK with the fucking 30 round mag. I think it was 40, because of the spring was so fucking compressed that I don't know. This is what the guy told me, but he said, but it only takes 30, but it's a 40, but the spring, whatever. Anyway. And And she fucking just looks at it, and she's got her jacket. She took her jacket off before she got in, and she just put her jacket over the top of it. And I was like, yeah. And that's all. I was fucking riding around like I was the man. I would park my car outside with the rifle in it and a fucking pound of quarters, and no one fucked with it in the brand new Challenger. Shit was fucking stupid. Now look at me. Minivan man. No one can be fucking Tony Montana forever, dog. But I was getting fucking old, and I had shit to lose then. I had fucking children and shit. You know, like, fuck am I gonna look like getting clipped with a rifle and a pound of bagged up fucking marijuana and 100 Dilaudid? You know, what the fuck's that? How's that gonna look? So I'm glad that all that's done and all that's behind me. It's a good feeling to just, like, I can just go anywhere now and I don't have to worry about fucking, because I didn't do nothing. Well, thanks for listening, guys. I'm very exhausted. Next week, I'm gonna come up with something better to tell you about than drug dealing stories. But until then, I'm gonna work this space out and stay tuned. I don't know. Do we got some T-shirts coming? Maybe. Are we about to bust out this fridge for this company? Maybe. Am I down in this cold basement / workshop? Fucking about to make it happen? Maybe. Love you guys. Brodar, what up? Everybody, what up? Pep, I fucking see you, man. Yo, you're about to be listening to this like right now. I can tell. Fucking my man Zip. Yo, it's weird living here. Now I see cars and shit pulling in. Like, this dude just pulled in. I know he can fucking see me. He's going, what the fuck is this dude doing down there? Yo, this is crazy living here. Oh, man. Yo, Mikey. My cousin Mikey. Mikey Valeni. He's a fucking goat, man. I fuck with him. He's a good ass fucking dude. He's listening. Who's listening? Are y'all listening? How come no one ever comments on the shit? I say, yo, ask me some fucking questions and I'll answer you some questions. If you listen to this episode, hit me in the fucking inbox and say I got this far. Tell me what the timestamp is. It's 37:25 right now. And I'm out. I don't know. Am I out? Am I out though? Yo, should I spit a verse? Yo, if y'all want me to, I'll spend the whole time playing old voicemails from Mark Wolf and fucking rapping verses for you. I wrote this to the fabulous Keeping It Gangster beat. Yeah, when was that shit? 05, 04, 05? Keep it gangsta, Holmes, whether or not you move crack. Set up shop in another state, blow up, then move back. You don't have to prove jack. Real G's give you chills. 400 series Lex, 40 G's and Franklin bills. Watch me crank them skills, put blow in the meth. So much ice on your neck that it's showing your breath. Man, I'm flowing to death. 2 guns and 2 clips, pushing up and down the coast. 2 runs and 2 whips, gangsta. Can you teach me how you do it? What's the method of turning crack and H into fluid? I put sticks of gum so fiends can chew it, and got pills from overseas. XXX, CK, Pyramid, and Clover Ease. Hand over the Rover's keys. Get shot down like fighter jets and extort the rap game. Get half what the writer gets. Never ran with tighter sets, but you bring it to you. Team players, motherfucker, you'll be singing it too because, yeah, no, I couldn't believe I just remember that shit. Oh, I haven't thought about that in a minute. All right, I'm out.